Well, hello, folks, and welcome to the 2025 Queensland Open League titles. Here's your lineup for this afternoon. They're going to come out in reverse order to this number, but a couple of interesting newcomers into the mix-up, but also still some regulars in the lineup. Our first competitor out right now, and that's Hamish Rossetti. Get a little bit of feedback as well for the climbers. Later on, I'm sure they'll watch it back and see who's...
We do hear it. It's not a falsity that we're saying that. It's a lot of the climbers watch it back, mainly obviously for their own highlight to watch what they're doing, but they love hearing back what people said, what people thought, who cheered them on. It means a lot to them. So please jump in, share the live stream now. We've got a couple of hours of action, so share it with your friends.
Away we go. So Hamish underway. For those at home who might be joining for the first time, lead climbing works in it's basically what's called a on-site. It's not on-site actually, because they get the viewing. So they come out, they get maybe a red point, they get to see the climb before they get going. Oh, bit of a slip there early for Hamish. Oh, that's a shame.
Told he might have just had his foot. Yeah, look, he's on his tippy toe there, and if he just comes off the texture. Oh no, yeah. Nina's
out first, and each of the holes you collect a point. Basically, it might be, 1 to 50 or whatever it might be. Yes. I don't know if they're doing the scoring section here, which is the Olympic standard, which I don't think they are, because I've seen it, which is you collect, there's a 10-point section and a 20-point section and so on.
Each section, the point of the holds are worth more. Yeah, which we've seen and we've experienced and commented on in the Olympic qualifiers in Melbourne, and it's an interesting change, but I think the states have to operate the same way the national does. Basically this is a bit simpler for you at home watching, is that as you progress, every hold you secure, you get the point for it. Every time you move past it with control, to move towards the next hold, you get a plus. But
speaking of control, Nina looks pretty solid here at the moment. Nice efficient clips, and into the first section where it starts to kick back and get a little bit serious and shouldery and army.
Yeah, exactly. And she is the youngest competitor in the finals, both male and female. So
there you go.
Yeah. So, which, don't be fooled, doesn't mean that she's the least experienced, because she's with us commentating the youth. She's been a staple in those comps for a long time.
Got a little bit more beans. Oh, nice strong. It's nice and strong. Big gas on there, out into this section, keeping the nice body tension, which is good. Nice. That's nice and efficient, and climbing really well so far. It is steep territory right now. You can see how steep it is, folks, by the quick draws in the roof there, vertical. So you can start to see the steepness there.
These angles are giving us the insight that you can see, and like, this is why I think what Nina's doing well here is she's moving at a pretty consistent speed. Sometimes you'll sort of stop to try and rest a bit more, but it's counterproductive, because the more you're hanging, it is still fatiguing a little bit. But she seems to be clipping pretty well, moving on, and she's got 2 more moves to get through this difficult spot here.
Looks.
She's missed it there. That lip seems like a really difficult point to grab.
Does. Looks a bit spicy there. Goes from a big steep section. It wouldn't be Andy Brown without something special going on with the shirt. I haven't seen him show in the lead that much, but something maybe he's sporting the Dragos there, which is always a good choice.
Well, yeah, again, a family of absolute machine climbers, and as far as sport climbing goes, it's in his blood. So let's see him take. I'd love to see him take a title for the popular vote. All right. Well, all he has to do is top it, right?
That's it. It's from here and 20 holds away. Now this next section, we saw Hamish fall on this hold here. A little bit tricky. Let's see if Andy can navigate this.
Just monoed them.
Yeah, well, I was going to say there's, some small crimps there. Now you can hold the hole in the hold. Hey, that's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? Hold the hole in the hold. Dr. Zeus though, but you can't hold the hole on the wall, folks. So there is some nuances to what you can and can't do in the rules. If you want to track it down, actually, you can go to the Sports Climbing Australia website. You can always download the handbook for some reading that might put you to sleep. But if you are interested in that sort of stuff, all the competitors know. But Andy progressing quite nicely here. Looking looking reasonably comfortable at this moment.
Yeah, it's kind of like a climb up, climb down traverse, sort of where they're coming across now, which is interesting. So he's sort of lowered himself back down.
Yep.
So I think this is a much slower climbing move. So you can, like he's putting this from the jib there. You've got to be careful in sport climbing. You really can't use the quick draws for your benefit. So you can't like stand on that carabiner. You can't, grab the dog bone, as silly as it sounds. And there's a few finite things in there too. But yeah, it looks here like, is he going to try and turn around, or is he just shaking out?
Getting a little bit of, trying to get a little bit something back from here. Nice little smart swap there with his hands. Now that hold is, it looks large from here, but don't know if there's a lot going on there. Probably a pinch or a sloper, which might seem pretty good from this angle, but might not be as big as you want it when you're especially on the wall after a little bit of a powerful start. Crimpers to some open hand slopers really make the forearms burn.
Yeah, take the weight off in that.
Now, what can we see going on here? And
he's going to have to cut loose and swing his feet in front of him.
I was going to say, it looks to me like maybe either a campus section or something with your feet in the volumes.
Pendulum swing.
Yep.
I know. Oh no.
High heel.
He's just going to lay it back.
Yeah.
I didn't see that hold, but okay, yeah. Okay, come on. Oh, I thought he had it.
All right, that looks pretty gnarly in there under there. Big high heel. Got to be careful of not hitting that other climb underneath. Just couldn't get himself loaded onto that arm comfortably enough, and maybe that high heel wasn't the go there. Just put him in a bit of an awkward position. So out next, Emily. Often in climbing or even in the competitions, there might be a part in the climb which might be a little bit harder than the rest of it. It might be technical. It might be powerful. Whatever it is. Commonly known as a crux. That's the language that is fairly common. The hardest part of the climb, folks. If you're listening in, we'll do a little bit of updating and a bit of a shout out from Ethan there. Let's go, Andy.
And Radish.
Yep. But Emily underway now, and looking comfortable so far.
Anton just saying so good. So basically. To start with those big volumes, it looks pretty straightforward. That first two moves and then straight into it here. You do like to get sort of the first two clips under your belt, sport climbing, because then you're like, okay, that's no one catching me on the ground. But I always prefer an early crux in bouldering because I can practice it more. In sport, it's quite the opposite, right?
Not so high. Well, we know that this is where it kicks back pretty quickly. Pretty powerful little section through here, and really starts to get things cranking. All right, Emily. Ooh, bit of a foot slip.
Ooh.
Now, hopefully that doesn't cost her too much. And often, one foot slip and a bit of overpowering on the hold might cost you quite a lot of energy. It might not seem that, but the difference between getting 3, 4, 5, even six moves more.
You hit a hold with that right arm a little bit more pumped. And you're like, oh my gosh, why can't I squeeze the crimp? And you're like, then you're full locked on the next one. And
Emily looking a little bit uncomfortable here. Yeah, she just wasn't in body position there.
Whereas for Emily here, it did seem a bit more out of a comfort zone. This move was fine. And then
a little bit higher, I think she
put the foot inside there, which locked her up a bit. She just couldn't see where to put her hand, I think, a little bit. That's okay.
Well, a little bit of an interesting tidbit with Cal Dunk. He had a workplace injury not so long ago. He's back at it and stronger than ever. So let's see what Cal's got in the tank today.
It wasn't to his sarcasm bone, was it? No, absolute ledge. First time, I think, competing in the
lead.
In the lead. So I wonder how his nerves kick in a bit when you do that. So hopefully he'll settle down quite quickly. He's a beautiful sport climber.
Very strong boulderer. Had a few sessions with him down at Core, one of the crew down there. But let's see him on the pointy end of the rope today. Yeah,
he did flash little Wednesday and a couple others down at Brewyer last week when I was there. So he was climbing, 24, 25 is pretty comfortable around there. But
here's this section here. Oh,
this isn't as grippy as sandstone. I was going to say this isn't as grippy as sandstone.
Andy Brown really crimped down on that other white hold and used the.
Cal tried to skip the two to the right completely.
Yep. didn't land that as well as he might would have liked, and it looked a little bit blocked up there.
This is our new adopted Gold Coaster, May.
She can make any progression on that one. A couple of straightforward moves off the ground, but not to be underestimated, that's for sure. Get a couple of clips in so you feel a bit of confidence, and then straight into the steep section.
Yeah, you couldn't have said it better, Jess. So let's see her go. She's such a bubbly person and like a real, just a nice chatbox. So it'll be good to see her, keep that high energy and just pump through this quite quickly. So not waste too much time.
Yeah, I said sometimes when you have a little look at the climb from the ground, you can, okay, might go that way, might go this way, but then you get into the geography, the wall angles, and you might have to change your whole strategy on the fly. So this does look a little bit awkward.
No.
One mistake, one small slip. You can't get back on. You don't get 5 minutes or 4 minutes like bouldering. Lead climbing, it's done.
I think bump that right hand up first, and then she'd have been perfect.
Yeah, there was a bit of a slip on that right hand. There's a bit of a regular competitor, Kyle Houston O'Connor. I think, mate, you and I have chatted before. We've seen a lot of maturity in the younger athletes, but predominantly because of competitions like this and the ability for them to get a lot of experience early on, which is great. And really, let's face it, they're so bloody strong.
They are. Yeah.
All right, let's see how he works through this little section. Looks like it's a tricky section. Let's see if he bears down on the Andy Brown version, and he does. Sees it through. Now that was the hole to go for, but looks like it's blocked, and that one wasn't necessarily one to be leaping towards. But Kyle looking good here.
That was beautiful. Yeah,
very nice. Flowed through.
He is a very well-versed climber, good boulder, a good sport climber. He's one of the early favourites for this upcoming, Gold Coast Boulder Series we're all doing. And I think, it's good that when you've got that. I know they're very different disciplines, but when you've got both skill sets, where you can apply that more explosive, powerful boulder style, and then tuck back into a technical, sport route. And it's going to serve him dividends here. Yeah, nice.
Very nice. Well, he certainly is not bringing his bouldering springiness to this part and slowing down a little bit, just being more precise. And often that's what's really required in lead. You need to be a bit more precise. And Andy Brown changed hands a bit lower on this one, so we'll see what Kyle does. Big crossover. Oh, now this might open his body up. He doesn't want to lose his feet here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Well, that's where a bit of that boulder power and strength really counts.
That was wild.
Yep. Well, you can see that move done a few different ways. Now, here's where we know across this section, Andy got through in a big high heel, and I think that sort of stretched him out a little bit, but we'll see if Kyle can show us the way.
Yeah, 2 holds off the high point, which Andy succeeded to get, so he's got the crimp. Oh, see, he has turned what I thought.
Come on.
Now, this is going to be a lot of energy to lock it back in. But he's
well, there you go, feet first.
And then toe hook that gap.
Come on.
Go again.
Oh.
Kyle and Nina first out, still in charging position here at 23 and a plus.
Alice about to roll on out in a moment.
Well, Jess did say he was going to try and test the audience today a couple of times. So well played, Jess.
Keep everyone on their toes.
But triple one. She's got the best number in climbing. So that's
1 1 1 1. That was too many ones, but all right.
Test 2. Test number 2. He's got yours.
All right, Alice underway.
Come on, Alice. Let's go. Big reach up. That's nice.
All right, let's see what she does here. I can see that green jib here from this angle, and it does make sense that you might want to. You will want to get your foot onto it, but
she just tested the positivity of those two as well, which is smart enough. I think this is actually way more complex than we've given it credit. These things.
Well, and
it's one hold up than what May took.
Yeah, that's good.
That's better.
Yeah, a bit nicer. Well, it does kick you in there, so it's quite an awkward one with hips, and you can see hips and shoulders here really. If you get them in the right position, it'll be fine. But if you're out of position, then it'll throw you out. But let's see if she can get this steep section kind of dialed.
Yeah, it's easy to feel pinned in that corner. I think, May just probably went for the slightly more positive hold below it, where she reached up to the worst hold but was quick off it. So she might be too tall for that knee bar that Nina found, but strong in the Gaston.
Well, big in the shoulders there. We'll see if she can cross through. Pretty comfortable, actually. Very nice. Really, not needing it. Not needing it at this moment in time. Now, she is a bit taller, so let's see if she can move out into this roof section very, very smoothly. Little shake out while she's still got the big holds. Now, this is where it transitions, and often, you'll sort of settle into a bit of a rhythm with larger holes, and then it'll change pace into something smaller. It really kicks you off, so let's see if she can change the psychology and the physiology to make it happen. There we go. You can see her. Oh, I was going to say the elbows were up there. I could see a little bit of struggle there. And that's what we say, folks. Even though they might have came out, 7th or 8th in the lineup today, it's who's got the beans. Joint, I thought Kyle got one more, but not according to the judges. Well, here's young Hayden ready to go. Make sure you use the same process you would if you were competing, nationally or internationally. Yeah,
I have there's a few young beasts who are climbing, say internationally for Australia, like Dylan Parks and such as well.
Yep.
We always, I always see him doing so well in the bouldering and such overseas. And these competitions are what give you the foundation. So, the results don't really matter, but just getting through, they do obviously. But in terms of just giving you everything and keeping coming back, even if you don't do so well in one, everything you learn in that one will help you in the next one.
Absolutely, the climate conditions. Now let's see if Hayden. He's bearing down on those little crimpies and looking reasonably comfortable. A little bit doesn't look as smooth just yet. I don't think he's sort of dropped into gear just yet. But let's see if he can get a bit of a rhythm going.
And again, he could have I don't want to say clunkier style, but someone like Kyle, what I always respect about his climbing is he's so fluid. He's so beautifully precise. Yeah, just everything just slides through. Looks really composed at all times. You get that more aggressive style. And look, we've seen it in the Olympics. You can have more aggressive, sort of punchy boulderers and punchy sport climbers who are big moves, strong grips.
Big move there from Hayden, and he really had to work for that one, Ian. Maybe a little bit shorter, maybe less power in the lats there, but got it done. Let's see what he does here. Does he do the Kyle maneuver at higher, or does he see
the? He's gone straight for the high step.
Does he? I think he sees the hand swap. Nice. Good work.
So Kyle did that little walk up, didn't he? Where he just hand swap, much closer move. It was a nice spot to be in.
All right.
So again, he's in this prime spot.
The eagle eye view. Let's see if he sees. Well, we don't know if it is the way yet, but feet first seem to work a little bit better. Well, and we can't really see what's under that roof there either. So maybe if we can get a cheeky shot under the roof before he sallies forth, we might see. Maybe there's a bit of a foot jam or something. Here we go. Very strong though. No, nothing really under there. A little bit of a. Here we go.
Same spot.
Same spot again. There we go. Indy ready to roll. The international competitions, you've got 6 minutes to climb the climb. In most of these state competitions, I do believe the clock is there, but it's not used that often. So we shall see how Indy goes, though. She is seems to be a lot taller than the other competitors. So I wonder how these couple of sections will work for her.
Yeah, and interstate athletes are probably a slightly different home gym and training facility. So
we did the Olympics qualifiers in not Blacktown, Blackburn. Yeah. And that was amazing facility. And if they're in those facilities, they'll get a bit of fitness. But
I'm going to say shout out to them.
Absolutely.
Urban donate these big volumes. You see.
Using her height there to do that one. A little bit stretched out though, but has climbed into. Often if you end up sort of having to load a very stretched arm, it's difficult for the shoulder and the bicep and the lat to sort of kick in, but she made that work.
This is such an iconic corner of this Climb Brisbane facility. And the guys have got a boulder gym now, Toowoomba as well, climb Toowoomba. So make sure.
Well, we might try and get the team to focus on that shot. It looks quite nice on the way through, but she's looking pretty solid in here. This
next sort of squat move is what burnt.
She was using the knee scum there before, but she's a bit taller, so doing it a little bit differently.
Yeah, just think this is. Yeah, she's good. She's good. Just a little bit more energy sapping, trying to get that body position right, but she's trying to get a high clip in so she can just pump through this neck.
Nice little heel toe in there, just to make that clip a little bit easier. You can see how steep it is. There we go. Look at this.
Might now just pump through this next move. She can.
All right. So we certainly know there's a thinning of the size and number of holds from this point onwards. So she's in a good position. We've seen a couple of falls in and around this section.
She's really locked in on the left heel, though, so that's good.
Making that well, and a bit of a high heel. Just a big launch.
Oh, she stuck it. Nice.
This looks so powerful, though. What will she do? Oh.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. Yeah, she held the crimp, though, and just couldn't.
So that seems to be maybe that'd probably be a high point, you would think.
If she'd have got that heel back in quicker, she might, just because she looked like, she got it in and then just tried to bring her other foot up and went.
Yeah, you could a quick update from the judges, which is awesome. Very, very strong lead climbers to go. Alex is one of them.
Yeah.
A little bit of concentration. That's a small hold to begin with, isn't it?
Yeah, I actually didn't think there was a hold there when the first two went off. I thought they just were wall walking.
Yeah. Alex underway. He does look very tall, though. So
he's not.
Huh?
Yeah, he's not. Oh. He's just great use of his body limbs. You're right, Jesse. When he reached him, then I was like, seems like he's all limbs, but just good use of body.
Nice and straight arms.
Probably same sort of height as Kyle, I think.
Oh, that is just a precarious move very early in the piece, but seems very solid, though.
Much better to go out than as opposed to how Big Cal did, where he just tried to leap for it.
Power it out, but Alex looking smooth so far. Only early days, though. Very plenty of climbing to go, that is for sure. All right, let's see how he goes here. Now, we haven't seen much or any positions or spots on the climb for much of a rest at all, Ian. So it's one of those ones that on the women's, maybe you could maybe get on one of those bigger holds for a bit of a shakeout, but nothing really doing here for the men's. And once you sort of launch into this section anyway, it's all on. You can't muck around.
He's not even used that massive left. Here it is. Yeah, that's the good one. No. Yeah.
There we go.
That's the one, the top of those two.
All right, he spotted the hand swap and the left up first. So that's good news.
So so much class.
Oh, let's see if he's got something left in the tank for this section.
They probably don't need a break because this, it's probably like a 15 meters, 16 meters sort of long sport where these guys have got the endurance.
Anyway. Now you can see a bit of black tape on the right hand side, Ian. What's that all about?
Yeah, do not cross. You're right. So that's just showing that they're out of bounds, so they can't use that edge and can't go past it, so they can't put their foot to counterbalance past it or use their hand to grab anything past that point.
So sometimes you just got to be careful of that too, because you're looking the other way, your foot flings around. So we'll keep an eye on that. Now let's see Alex across here. Now he's foot first.
It's just going to try and squish the.
Well, that's looking good. That's looking good.
We can find that mid gap to put the.
Well, that's what I was saying. The foot jam. That's what I was thinking underneath. So he's got something going on here.
That's sick. And then hand jam.
Oh, well, let's see.
He could almost just turn that into a jam and just twist. I was going to try the other hand.
Oh, come on, son.
It's bet.
Oh,
now
that is strong. There we go.
Then the hand jam. There you go. Is it just?
It's really not. It's really not working as well as you want. Now I think
he needs to just get off it. Oh goodness. Making cool stuff. Oh yeah, I thought he had it there. Look, he went to pull off it and it was just slipping. So he went to try the other way, and I think he knew the time was ticking on his.
Well, it is kind of winterish here, so hopefully not too indigo right now. I always talk to myself when I'm lead climbing for sure.
It's lonely up there, right?
But don't tell anyone. All right, Indy's underway.
Amazing.
All right, nice little crowd here today as well. Any shout outs in the chat? Make sure you give us a shout, folks. Thanks for joining us on the live stream. So good to have you here. A few little shout outs there as well. So thank you very much. Great to have you. It's good to be joined by you on the live stream. But Indy, in this early section.
Indigo just struggled with that first clip there, but this is same as May. She's gone for that first one there, and I think, same sort of spot. She's like, not too sure. Maybe it's not that good, that one that they both have, but they're just worried the others are so bad.
Yeah, it seems like it's good enough if you get over there, but it's not as good as you want it to be by the look of it.
Well, this next one's probably just a bit higher. She's got it now. She's got it, so no, that's good. So, I think it was just our reach from May. She doesn't quite have the wingspan. Yeah, better spot. Nice, Indigo. Well done.
Yeah, she hasn't sort of kicked into comfort section yet. I don't think comfortable, I would say, at all, would be a way to describe most climbing. But, let's see. Yeah, I don't think she's sort of got in her flow just yet. So hopefully she can sort of...
She's battling the wall at the moment. Yeah, exactly. Just got to get back in sync with it, which we know she can with her level of ability. Just, there you go. Catch it. You just need to catch a few fluid moves, and put a foot up that sticks, and go, okay, here we go.
All right, so let's hope she's got some...
She moved the right foot now, so just a little hip roll.
A little bit in the tank here, because... just taking a bit more time and probably over gripping in that section, won't help. Looks like she might be a bit crossed up here, but hopefully she can match and unwind.
Having the higher clip above her now, so she's basically top rope, will take the pressure off. She can just pump through this move. Hit the gas down. Come on, lock in.
Yeah, a little bit.
This will be hard now. She's been hanging for so long.
Yeah, it's starting to look a little bit tired. Such a shame.
Once you've had that time on your arms,
get in your own head really quickly, or get out of your body and into your head and overthink it. So, hopefully she'll learn from that. All right, well, there you go. Alex showing how it's done, and the next out is Jesse Raffini now.
So hopefully he is a bigger frame, so hopefully he can.
Let's see if he can make the progression that's required to get to those next holds. Moving quickly in this first section, which is probably a smart idea. Moving through, clip from there, that's good. Much better place to clip from.
Done the Andy Brown.
That quick draw's in the way too, a bit awkward, but that's just the way it is. You've got to climb around the obstacles that are there.
Yeah, just like it's a spider in a cobweb on the wall outside or a wet pocket.
Careful on that left foot.
Nice, yeah.
All right. Now those holds, while you think they might look big, they're actually rubbish.
Little crossover onto that good foot.
Ooh. Yeah.
He's climbing this very differently. I mean, he's plumped himself down there, so...
reasonably quickly.
Completely different to how Alex worked it, though. Yeah. This is interesting.
Nice. Pretty smooth in this section here.
He's gone for the lower foot instead of the higher one, and then a little toe hook.
Nice little toe. Now, this clip's a bit of a clip that, give you...
he's got right hand.
Hopefully...
and off that lower foot still.
Oh, well, there you go.
Just big. That's the big frame there. That's that big frame that can do it.
Yeah. Very powerful way. Still got his feet down. And that's probably not bad, actually. Just keeping underneath that hold, making that hold just work a little bit better. But he's got to...
he's quick to here, I think.
Yep, very quick. And hopefully got enough to get across here now. Quick heel. Nice.
Oh, no. Come on, Jesse.
I was going to say that heel didn't look great. But, yeah. All right. Hopefully that hasn't cost him too much energy. Oh, here we go. All right, he's got to stay in that heel.
He's just powerball in here now.
Yes. Crikey. All right. If you can get that heel and transition. Oh, he's even chalking.
Okay.
Well, there you go. There's your crimp strength right there. Now I wonder if he's going to try the hand jam. Now,
wait a minute.
Well, he's doing it.
Hand in it goes.
Yeah, that's strong. Oh,
that's wild to just exert your own foot.
Well, let's see if he can do the spin here.
No, he's come out too.
Wasn't to be.
Alex
as well. So just a little slip there when he tried to do that transition.
Kick his own foot.
Yeah,
quick.
Just didn't get that one in. Yeah, just a.
We're going to see Emily Curtis herself.
We know there's a couple of spots that have given a few of the previous competitors a few problems here or there. We'll see how Emily navigates those.
This actual start, which I thought was a cakewalk when I saw Nina fly up it, which is a credit to Nina.
That's right.
But
yeah.
Like I think this is sort of paramount to doing well in this sport route here, is actually getting through this first section pretty clean.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the girls who spent a lot of time in there, you just saw the fatigue in them.
Now Emily moved up there really quickly.
She should know these walls as good as anyone, but obviously the holds provided by a combination of players, but including Urban and Clamp.
A high foot a bit early, but
there's that flexibility.
Yeah,
that's risky.
Skip that lower hold altogether. So that seemed to work for her.
Yeah, but like we said, knowing the facility, knowing the angles, probably climbed a myriad of different ways around this gym.
Looking a little bit awkward there, not in a comfortable position though.
Yeah, but weighting the wall, so maybe it's not all in her hands. But yeah, you're right. It doesn't look idyllic. She's almost going to have to palm herself across. See what she's doing.
There we go. And sort of shifting and hips into the wall, which, this is what these angle moves or angle changes really make the competitors work for, Yeah.
Yep. And she sort of bought into this now powerful stand-up, lay-back type. Yeah,
just got to turn and transition. Very nice. Actually, that's smooth. Really good. Really good. Yep. All right.
Keep your feet engaged.
There we go. Let's see if she can make this work. All right. Into this section here, we know. Yep. We know that it gets pretty chunky and steep in here. Nice and into the shoulders. Step up and get into those big holds quickly. We know there's a bit of a little bit of a knee action there. Boom, straight in. That's smart. That's smart. She might a quick clip and maybe get a bit of energy back.
Yeah, clip, chalk, move on. Let's go. It's good. Yeah, this is nice. So far, so good as we say, but everything can change in just the finale of sport counts. What makes it so exciting? Nice.
All right. She's looking good. A little bit of shakeout though. Now starting to have a little bit of the endurance pump, but hopefully Emily can manage that as she goes along. Those holds are big, so before she charges into this next section, try and get a little rest, a bit of respite, but it does.
A nice little throw around the corner.
And we know
it herself up a lot here. Oh, she's got a battle now. Fight it, fight it. Oh,
now, did she go the wrong way to that hold? I think that would get her into third.
No, well, currently it will, but because she hit the one here, so this is where Alice fell, and she's hit here, which should currently put her into third.
Louis out last. So here we go, Louis. On the board of Sports Club in Queensland as well. Shout out to them all, actually. They do a fantastic job. Yeah. Absolutely.
And Mike's just anything you need, he's always there, bless him.
Legend.
Absolute hero.
Yep.
Come on, Louis, let's go.
Louis attacking this quickly and efficiently, so we like that. And hopefully he can show us a top here today, which the crowd, I'm sure, would love, and I'm sure the live stream would love it too, and so would we. But Louis.
And the route setters too. We all love it when first place comes out and first person to top it all. It makes it all work out, and we all cheer.
Yes, Louis a little bit stretched out. Look, he seems like he's a little bit shorter, but it seems to work for him. So just watch that. Oh, crikey, watch that. Oh, it always makes me a little bit nervous. Those things left on the wall, but he didn't kick it or use it. So
we've seen it make a difference in a comp before, but like I say, he was just perilous with his toes smear on the wall.
And often those things aren't intentional, and it's a bit accidental, and it's a bit of a bummer for the competitors. But that's what you have to navigate, and you just have to keep an eye on it. So there you go.
Yeah, he's going the better way.
That did look green to me. That one looked green, not white, but hopefully it wasn't green.
No, that's the same one that Alex used.
Yeah, okay. There we go. All right. He is up into this section, He's doing the match and the swap early, so you know, that might work nicely for him. Oh, very strong, actually. Looking good. Oh, I think he's got power to waste here. Want to save a bit because we know this is a chunky section.
He's not aware what's to come, right?
Yeah, yep. Well, here we go. Well, he's arrived at the point we all know it actually gets down to business. Louis shaken out, trying to recover. Well, he's looking pretty good, actually. Nice straight arms, no rush.
But he must be getting some energy back there. His heel in turn must be taking a lot because he's chalked up twice.
Yep. Well, if you can get a good heel on, you can recover on a good heel, can't you?
True.
Yeah. All right. The crowd and all of us holding our breath.
Come on, here we go. So he's got to put about 8 moves together to just get this. So here we go. Bring your hand through.
Let's go, Louis.
He's gone foot first again. He's trying to find that crack with his left foot.
Yep.
Got it.
Right, let's see. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah.
All right. Looking smooth on this section here. Even stopping to chalk up. Crikey.
I think that was just a flamboyant move.
Oh, even on this one. All right. Well, hang on, folks. It's looking strong. Now, we do know that this section is a little bit tricky, don't we? You know, there's a bit of power to go on this section.
That's a better way of showing that angle. But, he's just bumped it across.
Oh, yeah. Very strong.
Louis in beast mode. But, again, I see he's just using the volume to hold backwards. Yeah. Now, that's the win. But, too far back with his left foot.
If he would have got that toe scum on the actual other volume, there's that left, a little bit further for his left there, would have been good on that toe. But
I think he just tries to push and just slips,
But he does get the win because he got the plus. 31 plus gives him the win, folks. Still got a taco. Our final competitor.
Been a delight the last couple of months seeing how well she's been performing. So let's see how she goes here.
All right, taco underway. Now this section I think might suit her quite nicely. There's some taller moves up in these corners, but I think it'll fit her a little bit better.
I think she'll do a little bit what Mouse did and just sort of twist into it. So she should be fine.
Yep.
Like, see, Emily went high early. Yeah, see, high early as well.
Yeah, for the shorter climbers, I think that worked better, didn't it? It looked like they were way more comfortable with a higher foot. Bit of a rock over. Now, let's see for her coming out into this section. Oh, yeah, this is where it's a bit powerful. Out into the backhand. Yeah, she just needs to think about how to load into this one.
A different way. Interesting.
Yep. All right.
Probably smart.
That's good. Yeah, it's very good.
And that's also a good rule of thumb is if you ever can't reach anything in a sport climb or you're like, this hole's not good enough.
Yep.
The probably chances are is your foot's not in the right spot. You know, a couple of micro movements will move a foot 1 inch. Oh my goodness, 1 inch or 2, and then you're in the right spot. This is the thing with sport climbing is we know Emily, we know Ataka, we know Alice, we know all these girls who are so strong and capable of topping this route.
Yes.
But the pressure of this is a state final. It's this one shot. You know, you miss grip, you over grip, you under grip. Anything can adjust it. Come on, Ataka.
Yeah, well, there she got a couple little couple little sort of I wouldn't call them errors, but a couple of little energy sappers there. Hopefully, that's not.
Nice.
This looks good. She looks very solid in this section.
She didn't do the big back catch either, which will save her heaps in that big catch. She just twisted her body and laid back with, magnificent. And the toe hook's in, so she looks in a good spot here.
Looking good. Well, we do know she's very powerful on those crimps, so if she does get hold of those crimps up a bit higher, I reckon we might see some progression there. Now, it was this hold here. Emily went into a backhand, but there it is. Well, it was a backhand.
I think she actually went too high on the hold. And Ataka is one of the athletes along with Tiana Oriel and Jasper Nishima, who qualified for the Youth World Cup. She's still only 17.
And bump. Well,
so that's why I was thinking Nina needs to bump past it.
Yes.
Now she's matched in it, and there you go. She's tippity topping. Come on, Ataka.
All right. Well, that puts her in the lead for this part of the competition. Let's see if she does a top, because I'm sure she'd love to see 3 tops. Here we go.
Toes on. Reach up, Ataka.
There, that's for sure. Yeah. Taco climbing into that top position, and the pressure, and also the the experience. Well done, Taco there. 27 plus, convincing. He in second, Nina in third. For Louis, 31 plus, Jesse and Alex in the 30 positions.
And in first place for the competition, it's Taco Nakamura. Okay, let's give them one more round of applause. Our competition podium in Open A Female. The Open A Female lead champion for Queensland is Taco Nakamura. Let's make some noise there for the Queensland podium. And so for 2025, the Open A Male lead champion of Queensland is Louis Fishoz. Let's put those hands together one more time.